Can you believe that the One Piece is real?
Yeah. Like,
Can you believe that it's coming to Netflix?
you know what? I have more than one thought about the Netflix trailer of the One Piece.
That's funny, because I have zero, because I have no frame of reference except for the one chapter of One Piece I read that was the first one, and the overall visual tone of the manga that I see from time to time. And then there was that one time my roommate showed me that fight where the guy springing off the walls gets punched, and it's the unexpected straight punch. But overall, everyone really likes One Piece, and is like, that is one of the craziest things that is good despite how long it is. And so watching this trailer, I was like, whew, okay, that's a weird looking show that feels as if it's taking place on a closed set at all times. It feels like every scene they shot was like just in a green screen, like telephone booth, really. But I've seen feedback from people that are like, that looks pretty accurate. That looks like what One Piece would be. So yeah, okay. And I was like, if you guys say so, I don't know. I saw some people going, yeah, that seems about right. I'm like,
so
I guess
I'm combining my own thoughts with the better phrased thoughts of many people who I've read about and talked about this. So One Piece. So let's skip how it looks to start. I think that the grandest joke in the world is that Netflix, a company that has made its entire corporate history about canceling things after their second season because the people aren't signing up anymore, deciding to adapt the longest running, currently unfinished story ever to be like a cosmic prank. It's so funny. It's so fucking funny. Like, you're not they're not even going to get to the Grand Line before Netflix cancels it.
Is that an arc?
The first series of arcs is them getting the crew.
Okay.
And then they hit the Grand Line, and that's where the story starts. Really.
Okay.
So in the TV show, the first 49 episodes are getting the crew, and then episode like 50 is we've reached the Grand Line, where the story will now start.
Okay.
So I would say, so I don't like the way One Piece looks. I think I've always said this. I think One Piece looks like trash. I hate the art. I think some of the animation on some of the episodes, particularly the newest ones, can be incredible. I hate what One Piece looks like. I think every character looks like a deformed freak. And I can't believe people like the art style. That's taste, right? That's like, we're gonna agree to disagree on the taste. Clearly, a lot of people like it. But
I think it's fine because like things, I like things that are doing their own bold thing more than things that fall right in line.
Sure, I like things to not look horribly ugly. That's when I look at the TV, I want to see a pretty picture.
Cartooning character designs is a skill. I respect it.
But irrespective of my personal thoughts on the art style, the characters in One Piece like have weird body proportions. Right? They don't look like normal people. And the people in the live action have to look like normal people to some degree, right? Luffy and not Sanji, Luffy and Zoro, they Nami doesn't have a weird deformed hourglass, but a human being doesn't have that. So okay, yeah. Like they probably look as good as you could get in live action, like from a human. Buggy, who is like a real freak. Yeah, he looks like a vaguely human shaped freak in this trailer. Like, okay, yeah, okay, that could work. But I think that a lot of the stuff with Luffy is like kind of unfilmable because of all the stretchy shit.
Yeah.
But even then, the part where he stretches, it looks bad, but it looks less bad than all the other stretchy CGI shit I've seen to date.
Like, a stretchy arm is gonna look like a stretchy arm no matter what you do. You know?
Yeah, like the stretch CGI looks bad.
And I feel like, yeah, because I guess you got your contemporary of currently Kamala Khan, right?
Well, she doesn't stretch.
Well, I mean, her embiggening powers will... Are there not the fucking proportional things going on?
No, she doesn't stretch. She has energy arms.
So it's just they just completely cop out on the fucking...
Yeah.
Well,
no stretch.
All right. The funny part, I was about to say, oh my god, that's hilarious, because I didn't know that. I had no idea. I didn't know that. And I was about to say that the Hollywood solution would have been to just make Luffy have big energy arms that stretched out so that he wouldn't have to physically do it himself. Right? I was about to just unironically say that.
The last stretchy people were the Reed Richards in the Doctor Strange movie for the 4 minutes he's on the screen. And then the last stretchy man before that was the Reed Richards from Fan 4 Stick, which looked like shit. And then the last stretchy man before that was the Reed Richards from the Silver Surfer movie, which looked like dog shit. So, fucking go off, Reed Richards.
We're gonna need some Plastic Man representation real quick. Yeah. Yeah. That's hilarious. Now so that exact like joke cop out I was about to say is exactly what they did for Kamala Khan. That's amazing.
So
well, sure.
I look at the One Piece trailer and I go, that is way less bad than I was expecting. However, it still looks like it would fit very comfortably somewhere on the range in between Attack on Titan live action film and JoJo live action film.
JoJo. I was gonna say JoJo. Those characters, what the fuck can you do? And it's like their best, I guess. Takashi Miike did his best. JoJo's hair doesn't make sense, and it won't. The end of story.
Like that, like they're trying, but you're like, you shouldn't adapt this into a live action medium. Like, you shouldn't. Like, it's a bad idea. A lot of its appeal comes from things it does in its own medium.
Yeah, but Netflix is like, you know, when they want to do their own version of it, I assume that going with a 3D version of a thing is not enough of a distinct, you know, take on it. Like, they want it to be their own, you know?
I still think the worst of all of them is The Lion King. I don't think I will bring this up every time.
I mean, it seems as if all of those live action Disneys are kind of hitting the exact same, like, why do you keep going point. But interestingly, sister story to this announcement is they then showed off the Avatar. Well, nothing actually, because there's a trailer and the trailer is just the logo shaking a little bit. But they showed off cast photos, and the cast photos look really good, I have to say.
Yeah.
They look really, really good. But I am reminded when I see them, I'm like, those are good casting shots. That's cool. I wish we saw it in action. We didn't. And I'm reminded that the last time we heard about this was when the creators of Avatar walked off the project because of the creative differences with the Netflix staff and the things they wanted to do with it a couple years ago. So, in case anyone forgot, some 3, maybe 4 years ago, the creators of Avatar went, yeah, they want to do something that we don't want to do, so we're just going to leave this one alone. So just keep in mind, you know, that happened despite this promotional stuff.
Mm-hmm. That cast photo is kind of backfired to me, because what happened is like, oh, that's actually pretty cool. Like, it looks like they're going for like Inuit actors for the Inuit characters, right? Or they're going for
Zuko looks Asian, you know.
Zuko looks like, you know. And then like the very first thing that I saw when I scrolled the page was, did you know that the actor for Sokka faked being indigenous to get the role?
Come on! No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
And did they just, what did we do? 23andMe? Did we just like Elizabeth Warren it and they went, checks out? Oh, no.
But he said he's Cherokee, and then people looked into the 3 Cherokee tribes that are in the U.S., and they're like, no, he's not. Like, all 3 of them were like, no, he's not. He's not one of us. I don't know who the fuck he is.
But he still got the gig, and by whatever point they figured it out, he was already in casting outfit, getting makeup done. That's a hustle.
Too late now.
That's a hustle. That's a hustle. He rocked it, you know? If he spit in the thing and he's got the papers and he can just be like, let's go, then yeah, he's got the hustle going. Absolutely.
Like, man, I don't think
Octoroons get in? What are we doing? But you in there though. But you in there though. But you in there. You in there. Oh my God.
So I'm gonna pull out just a fun little story, about Star Trek that a lot of people aren't aware of. So there was a character on Star Trek Voyager called Chakotay. He was the second in command, and that whole character was completely fake. The consultant that was supposed to be the native consultant was not native, and every single episode, of which there are like 6 or 7 about his native heritage, were just pulled straight from someone's ass and invented wholesale on the spot.
I mean,
and it's fucking.
So
it's so bad.
When they made Eagle for Killer Instinct, they filmed themselves going over and talking to everyone and you know, native people, and getting the references and the voice acting and all the different bits and pieces, and they're like, hey, look, we can show you the fucking receipts that we went and did our homework there. That's pretty incredible.
So yeah, what happened is that the actor who played Chakotay was Mexican, so they had a consultant named what was his name? I'm butchering it, but Jamake Highwater, and he was a Cherokee man, and he's like, I'll help you guys. Except his name was Jackie Marks, and he was a Jewish guy born in California.
Yeah.
Who's just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Man. You gotta like, I want to see the fucking ScarJo resume. I want to see the headshot, and then just like a fucking a pie chart that shows you that she's actually part everything, so she can play any role. whatever you got, anything. She's connected to fucking what is it, Primordial Eve or whatever. Like, literally, just run that hustle. Stack it up. Let's go. All right. Wow. And you know what? That sounds like something Sokka would do.
A little bit.
Maybe they went, should we fire this kid? And they're like, hold on a minute.
Hold on, is this true
That-
to the character?
I think Sokka might get into these kind of hijinks while he was, you know, sneaking into the Fire Nation, maybe trying to get, like, go on a date with someone cute, you know? Maybe he might pretend to be something that he wasn't. Season 1 Sokka would absolutely do that type of shit. Hold on. Let him cook.
Yeah, that reminds me. I
Yeah.
gotta watch
Yeah.
Last Airbender with the wife, because I was talking about it as like the worst movie I've ever seen. She's like, well, would I be able to understand how bad it was without seeing the show? And I'm like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Did we see that together? That fucking Last Airbender, the live action one?
I didn't see the live action one.
Oh my god, it's the fucking worst movie I've ever seen. It is unbelievable.
I've heard, but I've not seen. That being said, though, yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But casting photos aside, I always think it's very telling when you don't show the thing. You know, it's like it's either the bending ain't ready yet or the casting ain't ready yet.
I don't think there's. This is de facto improvement. Like, I fully believe they
over M.
could
Night
not
Shyamalan,
make-
you can't
Yeah.
possibly.
They
you can't
could
possibly.
not make it worse. Just can't.